Welcome to the Berkshires of Western Massachusetts. Over the past 150 years, affluent individuals have escaped cityscapes to the rolling hills of the Berkshires, attracted to the country setting and the diverse arts and culture of the vibrant downtowns. The Freeman estate is one of many historic homes nestled in the Berkshire Hills and has been renovated from a century-old lodge to a one-of-a-kind modern estate. This 12,589 square foot home offers 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, a 3-bay garage, and a 4-acre vineyard, as well as private frontage on Harman Marsh Pond.
Welcome to 46 Bow Wow Road, also known as the Freeman. Come on in, I'll give you a tour. So coming in, you have this grand entryway here, and I'm about 6 feet tall. So I look pretty small on the camera right now, which really tells you a bit of scale as to what this room is. Anyway, this house is made to host and this house is made to party. Coming in at $3.5 million on about 60 acres here with over 12,000 square feet. This is a very hard house to compete with. So off of the entryway, we have a huge dining space this way, and we're gonna go into the library first and kind of loop our way around to that, okay? Now this library space has a ton of great seating and a beautiful fireplace over this way that the whole room is kind of oriented to on this end. And over here, you have a nice space for sitting with your guests, having a conversation, and you can overlook the pond as well as some of the sculptures in the yard straight out of the windows here. This whole house really opens itself up to the nature of the 60 acres that it sits on. So before we move on to the next space, I want to point out that these double doors here open up onto a bluestone porch connecting to a 1,500 square foot bluestone patio out there that is absolutely to die for. Now come on into this next space. We have a very intimate sitting room. The windows in this room are trimmed with marble, and there is a matching fireplace cut from what appears to be the same stone over this way. Let's move into the statement piece of the house now. The expansive dining space for when you're hosting those large dinner parties and you want to have all of your guests in one room together to enjoy Thanksgiving or whatever holidays you may be celebrating, when you have all the family coming into town and you want to get everybody together. Now this dining space really opens itself up to that bluestone patio that I mentioned, which overlooks the marsh pond, of which this house has its own private access to, and there's only one other property that accesses all of Marsh Pond. So it's whoever buys this property is going to be just you and then one neighbor that's all the way on the other side of the pond that will ever be kayaking or utilizing the pond in whatever capacity that you intend to. Now, the dining room connects to the kitchen right here, so let's go take a look there next. So as beautiful as this kitchen is, I'm gonna get to that in just a second. I do wanna point out that through that door, it connects to that beautiful dining room that we were just in. And if you go to the left right there, though, it goes into like what would probably be a mudroom space. It's currently set up as a bedroom, but it's kind of one of those Berkshire entrance-esque spaces where you'd have a lot of room to store coats and shoes and whatever. Anyway, the kitchen. We have 2 stoves, 2 ranges, microwave, dishwasher. It's all been updated into that bright white coloring that everybody loves so much lately, which really lends a hand to bringing in all of that natural light through these huge windows that open up to the land that this property sits on and really just brings that nature in just like every other room in the house. You're so in touch with the land that this property sits on, and it is really just so special. Now this kitchen, it connects to both of the eating spaces in the house. You have a more comfortable, quaint eating space that we're gonna be heading to next. Here's that more comfortable dining space that I mentioned, which you'll probably use this a bit more often, I would think. It's a bit more comfortable and the glass sliding doors open up to that large bluestone patio. You have this beautiful stone fireplace here. You can have a fire going while you have your meal with your closest of family and loved ones. And this connects to a bit of like a coffee bar type of room. It's a really good space that way to get those countertop appliances out of the kitchen to kind of keep it decluttered. Come with me to the family room now. Now this part of the house is a bit more rustic, and it's nice to have that variety, kind of breaking the house up into its own unique parts. And you have the big flat screen in here, and this room is just very comfortable. And I could see myself spending a ton of time in here, whether it's reading a book from the small library, getting a fire going while I watch a movie, and I have, you know, my loved ones around me in here. And like the rest of this house, the windows just open up to the natural beauty of the landscape here, and it's just another phenomenal space for whatever type of entertaining that you really like to have. Now, something really special about this space is, as you come this way, you have this doorway here that kind of cuts this part of the house off from the other end of the house. And where I find this to be a unique opportunity is that can kind of be the guest quarters. We have a couple bedrooms down that way, a couple bathrooms, and even another space that could really lend well to being another living room space that could be a bit more private to your guests when they come to visit you. So let's go take a look at all of that now, and you'll kind of see what I mean as we proceed on through the tour. Now to the right here, we have an awesome office space that overlooks the driveway. You can kind of be on lookout as people arrive to your property and you're getting some last minute work done. Now you have a full bath here for one of the guest bedrooms. The other guest bedroom down this way has its own ensuite bathroom. Upstairs is the living room space that I mentioned. I cannot wait to show you it. It's one of my favorite spaces in the house. So we're gonna start with the guest bedroom that opens up to the backyard, has its own patio space, and the ensuite bathroom. So I wanna point out the wide plank floors in here are absolutely stunning. We open up onto a private patio from this bedroom, and we have the ensuite bath this way. All of the bathrooms have been redone in the house, and they're all so bright, and there's light coming in, and they're just, every single one is gorgeous in its own way. Now we have another sleeping space over here that currently has bunks in it, wide plank floors throughout, some closet space in there too. And now we're gonna move on to one of the most special spaces in the house, which could be a living space in the guest quarters, or it could be a home art studio or a home dance studio, you name it. This space really is ready for somebody to do something special with it. And I'm sure it's easy for you to tell why that this would be my favorite space in the house. You have these massive timber beams up here and just beautiful woodwork up that way. Windows up nice and high to let light in. As you can see though, this space just has windows upon windows. The current owner has an easel set up there for the Airbnb guests as they come and stay, because this room just lends so well to being an art studio. It opens up onto this beautiful terrace here, and there's so many great things that this room could be. I would love to have this space set up as a music studio personally, but to each their own. And if this is intended to be a guest quarters, how could you get a better living space for your guests to just privately enjoy time together and enjoy this part of the home before they come and they join you for the day at your beautiful estate here in the Berkshires. All right, so we've worked our way back through the house, kind of skipping in time for you, but come on upstairs with me. I'm gonna show you the primary bedroom here. And on the way up, you gotta notice the beautiful woodwork as we go through here. A lot of attention was paid to all the little bits of detail on this. Beautiful curved windows this way. I just love this house. I mean, I know $3.5 million is a great deal of money, but this is the hell of the house for $3.5 million, truly. Look at the curved railing here. Truly, the woodworker did such a good job on all of this. Now I'm gonna flip you around here and bring you into the primary bedroom. So this space is broken up, and right here in the entryway, you have some storage for your clothing or shoes or what have you. And going this way, you have more closet space, and that connects into the primary bathroom there. Anyway, let's go into the sleeping space so you can get a feel for that. This is really just such a grand room. I want to point out the high ceilings. I'm, like I said, 6 feet tall. These are 10-foot ceilings at least. You have beautiful double doors here and here that open up and will let a nice cool summer breeze in for you coming off of the water. You have the lovely marble trim on the windows once again to frame up those beautiful landscapes that this house just has in every single window, just elegantly accentuated by the marble trim on the windows. I don't know how you could ask for more. This primary bedroom is just to die for. So let's take a peek at the balcony this way. Now, you can wake up every morning and immediately just step outside onto the primary suite's balcony. And we don't have any furniture out here, but I would certainly put a small table and a couple of chairs here. And you can just come out here every morning and look at the incredible landscape. Looking over the mountain range in the distance this way, you have all of the water features around the house, including Marsh Pond, the sculptures over this way. If you're into painting, you're never going to run out of scenes to paint in this property, and I'm in love with this house. Moving on to the primary bathroom. Some more storage space here, as I mentioned. And this bathroom is just ridiculous. It is absolutely beautiful. You have a bidet, the beautiful tub, window overlooking the landscape, double sink, beautiful shower. We're back on that balcony that overlooks your grand entryway here, and there's 2 more bedrooms down this way and another full bath. The room on this side is massive. This one's a little bit more conservative, but it's definitely not a small bedroom. There's currently a full bed in there as well as a twin. And come take a look at this bedroom with me. Some good closet space in here. Like I said, it's very, very spacious. You have this looks like a queen bed in here right now, but you could absolutely accommodate a king bed in this bedroom too. Well, there you have it, everybody. That's the Freeman estate for you. I'm gonna let Carly go on with her day at this point. She's been very generous in helping me out. And if you wanna stick around, I'm gonna show you some drone video of the grounds, the 4-acre vineyard, the marsh pond, and everything that the landscape has to offer you here. If you were just here for the cool house, this is probably where you bounce out, but I'm Cameron Velastro. All my contact information is below in the description, and if you're looking to buy or sell real estate in the Berkshires, feel free to hit me up with any questions that you might have. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe.